From Caesars, Southern Indiana, welcome to the 2025 Derby City Classic. Thank you, everybody. This is the 26th edition of the Pocket Billiards All-Around Championship, and it's proudly sponsored by Diamond, Simonis, and Aramuth. And we'd also like to thank our associates from Master Chalk, Digital Pool, and Outsville, and also once again recognizing the great work from Bad Boys Billiards Productions, doing the directing once again. For the first time, the Derby City is expanding from 9 to 10 days. On the 10th day, which will be Sunday, we're going to have all 3 division championship matches for you and crown our 3 division winners along with the master of the table. So please be with us all the way through the week. It's going to be historic, and we're glad to have you with us. Thank you all for making the Derby City Classic Pool's most exciting event. Thank you. All right. We are going into the bank pool division, and I'd like to give you just a quick update before I introduce the players. 475 began. That's a full field. There are 7 players left. Of the 7 players, 1 got a bye. That was Skylar Woodward. He's on to the next round. On the outer tables, we have 2 matches that will take place here shortly. One will be between Billy Thorpe and Shannon Murphy, and the other match will be Tony Chohan and Mickey Kraus. And the third match coming up right here in front of you. So please stay with us. Thank you very much. And now it's time to introduce our players. And we have DCC royalty right here for you at this time. Our first player has 12 banners hanging here in Derby City. They represent 4 Bigfoot 10-foot challenge championships, 4 9-ball titles, 2 one-pocket titles, and 2 Master of the Table titles. Sponsored by Rasson and by Q-Tech, and it gives me great pleasure to say that he is the newest member of the BCA Hall of Fame. It's the South Dakota Kid, Shane Van Boening. His opponent from right here in Indiana. He has 8 banners up top, and he hasn't been around that long. His 8 banners represent 1 Bigfoot 10-ball championship, 1 9-ball championship, 2 one-pocket titles, 2 bank pool titles, and 2 Master of the Table. He is only the 2nd man in history to have a victory in all 3 divisions and the Master of the Table title. Sponsored by Classic Billiards, by Zhengzhou, Triple 60, and Jam Up Apparel. Please welcome the Ghost, Fedor Gorst. Good luck, gentlemen. 30-second shot clock. Rack your own. Going to send it upstairs to the comm box now to Mark Wilson and the Hall of Famer Nick Varner.
Next up is World Class Bank Pool. Welcome aboard, everyone. As you are joining us here at the ACCUSTATS Arena, Nick Varner is providing the expert analysis, and I'm Mark Wilson. Nick, talk a little bit about the race to 3.
Well, the race to 3, it can be pretty short. But I know they had one bank match earlier that lasted 5 hours on a race to 3. But it's pretty fast action, this race to 3.
When you have 7 players left, it's going to be all high-powered bankers. So a race to 5 will be an outlier. That will not be. This will be much closer to a 1-hour match.
Well, especially on this, they say that this table has got brand new cloth on it, so the pockets are going to play pretty big. So it's going to be way more offensive oriented than the other tables where the cloth's more worn.
Well, Gorst has won the lag. That's a pretty big deal in a race to 3, wouldn't you think?
Yes, I'd say so. And he gets the first chance to put the pressure on his opponent, and you know, it's not unheard of that he breaks and runs 5 and out.
Now, this is an interesting development here. I don't know why we're not using the Outsville racking template. right? You see they're racking it with a triangle.
Yes.
Maybe they feel like it's too much hassle to get the balls out of the template after the break, or I don't really know. It doesn't seem to bother the other games, so I don't know why you wouldn't continue with
Well, I wouldn't think they used it for the 10 ball. I certainly wouldn't know why they're not using it for 9 ball, except I think it is tougher to make the corner ball with a regular rack rather than the template. I don't think you're going to get a tighter rack.
All right. Well,
What's
we'll
your
see.
thoughts?
My thoughts is I like the uniformity that the Outsville rack provides.
Yeah.
So it's alternate the break format. If you want the extra break, you better win the lag. So, but nevertheless, they're using a diamond rack. All right, here we go. Cue ball must be completely behind the head string. Breaking from the extreme right side of the table. 7 ball is the wing ball. Six ball is going to find the pocket. Pretty nice bank to start these things off here. Look at that. Got a choice here. You can play the 7 or the 8.
Well, the 8's better for position. He's liable to end up getting all 4 of these down here, depending on how he falls on the next ball. And if it's real easy to catch either point on this 8 ball. These, even though it's laying pretty good, this is not automatic.
The 7 ball almost seems like it'd be slightly bigger because it could kind of glide in and off that end rail now that the cloth is new.
One
drilled
thing
it.
about the 7, it's a little harder to get shape. So now he does have the 7, or he could cross the 3.
Cross corner.
He's definitely eyeing up the 3. That's going to come on across there pretty flat. And in his bank pool, or his one pocket match that he just played here a little bit ago, I watched him bank some balls, and I can see he's dialed in on these banks.
Yeah, he made some good banks. It's no surprise after watching him play.
I jinxed him.
Yeah, he made 2 great. The first game against Skylar Woodward, Skylar needed 1 and he needed 2, and he come with 2 banks to win. And what's funny about banks, they were way tougher than that one. So you can never be 100% sure you're going to make it, and
Yeah.
he's going to cross this 6.
I think when you try to play position from banks, that increases the difficulty too.
Extension.
Yeah, there's no question about what you're saying there. Some people play position and forget to make the ball that I've learned that lesson over the years. Job number 1 is to make the bank you're shooting.
Yeah, look at this nice hit.
Well, that was a good hit.
Wow. Shane made a little something happen there from way off angle.
Yeah, he had to cut that 6 a lot.
He's laying pretty good for a cross corner on the 7. I know it's a long ways away, but it is laying pretty good. Yeah, that's what he's going to
He can play
choose.
cross side, isn't he?
No, I think he's going cross corner. Well, maybe I'm wrong.
I thought he called the side, but I may be wrong. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh, he hit it good. I was wanting to see that one.
Wonder if he can twist this 9 in here, cross over and get enough spin on it to get it down toward the corner pocket. I think it might be possible.
The 3's going to hold up the cue ball unless you use extreme draw, so there might be a double kiss more likely than if the 3 wasn't there.
He's not looking at it, so it must not be on. Well, now he's taking a peek, and he doesn't seem to like it.
So we'll go 2 ball straight back.
2 ball. Straight back. Extension.
A lot of bankers hit these better than they do the cross sides.
Yeah. This will be a pretty shot if he gets it. It's a long, real straight hit and then a real straight back. Well, Shane's going to like this start.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for anything much better.
Looks like he's going 4-ball here.
Well, he's got to cut this a lot. Really good.
Pretty shot. 2 balls, just about the same difficulty level now.
He's got to cut that too a lot. Not automatic.
And once again, I think trying to take care of the cue ball cost him a little bit on his accuracy with the bank. He was trying to bend that back, and then you have to introduce a different speed. Makes it more dangerous.
Fedor's called that 5 cross corner. Going to come pretty close to that 7 here to make it.
Yeah, so we figure it's going to be a softer speed here to let it kind of lope open. Oh boy, yeah, he missed that by quite a bit.
He's come out where he didn't leave anything easy, I'll say that.
This looks like a 3-railer around the horn here on the 2-ball.
Yeah, I can't tell on that 9-ball. Looks like he could almost cross it. Long rail. Yeah, he's going to take your pick. Mark 3 in the corner on this 2-ball. That's going to be close, too.
Oh, he had it good. What a shot. What a shot.
Yeah, that was real good.
This looks like it's just going to be a safety.
Yeah, I don't think he can cross it now. Yeah, you're right there. I think he pretty well took care of business. Yeah, Shane's leading 3-1. He might have froze it.
Well, they're battling right now defensively over who gets this first shot. What do you think about the 2-railer on the 1-ball? Bring the cue ball, swing the cue ball around, play it with some pace in case you miss. Is that what he's playing?
Certainly a possibility.
I didn't see what he called, but we'll know based on how he hits it.
Playing the 7-2. No, he's taking your shot. The 1-2. Or who knows? I didn't see the call. He might have been playing that 4. I don't know.
Straight back.
3-1 is not a big lead here. It's just, but it is a lead. Certainly rather be 3-1 in front, but it's certainly not insurmountable. Okay.
He paced that, and he broke those up, and he's left a pretty good shot cross side on the 7.
Yeah, Shane's going to be disappointed about leaving that much of a bank.
Yeah. I don't think he can stop in time for the 3 next, but assuming that he made this.
And this is a difficult enough shot. I don't think you should try to play cue ball speed. I think it's get this one down. Yep, good.
Pretty well.
Yeah, you just couldn't play the position from that. You had to make sure you get this ball down. 3-2 now, of course, scores a ball. Be tough to stiffen up the 1. Be tough to play it multiple times.
Well, I think it's possible to straighten up the 1. Of course, you figure to get leave a good shot on the 5 ball at the same time, but I think this will hold.
Boy, good call. And look at, you said he'd leave a pretty good shot on the 5 if make or miss. Well, he got a good shot on the 5 here.
Yes, he does. And after leading 3-1, if he makes this, he'll be on the hill this first game.
And maybe even a cross corner on the 3 to win it.
Well, that'd be nice. I mean, he can follow this straight forward. It's laying pretty good to hit it with high and come over to this other rail and get a bank. But main thing you focus on is making this. No, he just stuck there. And
he's won this event twice. Isn't that what Kenny said in the preliminary, I think? I know Gorst has won the bank pool title here at least once. I think he said twice. Wouldn't surprise me.
If it wasn't, it was a 1 pocket twice. I know I heard him say 1 pocket twice. And people say he needs to learn how to play.
Okay.
He's doing just fine.
That side spin threw that ball up there, so it really stiffened up.
Well, here you just pick out the one you think you can make. And he's going to cross this. The pressure's on here. If you don't make this one, it could be your last shot this game.
You can also scratch on this one across in the corner underneath the 3. You don't use any side spin.
Or kiss off the 3 and scratch.
Well,
Overcut it a hair.
right. Ooh. Left a pretty nice cross side on the 9.
Yeah, it's kind of important you make this because the way these 2 balls are laying right now, it's easy to make them both, or possible to make them both. They're both in play and in good position to bank, so you hate to bring your opponent back to the table. If you miss this 9, he has to cut this 9 quite a bit. It's not a gimme, that's for sure.
Nice shot. Game number 1 goes to Fedor Gorst.
Notice how he rode that ball. Such a nice speed. And yeah, basically I always say I try to use 2 speeds in bank, soft and hard.
Yeah.
Doesn't always quite work out quite. Sometime you might have to vary the speed a little more, but that's pretty good advice to get started with.
I misspoke earlier in this when I said alternate the break. It's not. It's winter break.
Winter break. Well, I think somebody told me one match, the guy run 15 banks from the get-go. The other opponent never got out of his chair.
Wow. That sounds like some Eddie Taylor stuff there. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, or bugs.
Bugs.
Yeah, one of the players one time, he came to Chicago when I was there, and he said, you think this Bugs is overrated at banks? I said, I don't think so.
Real good break. Real good break, but no reward.
No. Yeah, he didn't leave anything too easy.
I kind of feel like Shane's going to fan that 3 in. Cross corner.
He might have to. Well, he might be able to get out of it. I don't know whether he's got to go inside or outside English here from this angle. What do you think?
I think he can play an even natural ball. 'Cause
Really?
it's a long ways there. Yeah, he might use some spin, but I don't think a double kiss is on.
I think he tried to do it with speed because it came awful close to that 3, the white ball there.
He got a little quick on his transition too, and like his other shots, he had a nice, smooth, fluid transition from backswing into the foreswing. So he found it a little bit distasteful. So just what you said, he might have tried to do it with speed. Gorst is going after the 6 ball.
Yeah, this looks pretty tight from here.
Yeah, it does, and it was. Well, hard to tell what Shane has from here, but it doesn't look like it's very good. Maybe a play on the 6 ball.
You play the 6 ball. He can't hit the 5, I guess. The 5 looks pretty juicy to me, but if he can hit it, hard to play safe here.
Mm-hmm.
But he did. And he did a pretty good job of it.
Looks like he could play the 3 to his right as he's standing at the table now.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the 3 is probably the best shot he's got. Doesn't seem to like it, though. Besides the safety, looking at this 5, the only thing I see is 2 in the corner and slide over to this diamond right below the side. Oh, he's just going to play safe.
Yeah, he didn't want to tackle that 3. I thought from where he was at, that wouldn't be a bad shot because you don't give up a whole lot.
He's going to play the
6 ball.
6. That's kind of similar to the opening shot he made, where he had to cross it. I don't think he can hold it. I think he has to cross it.
Ooh, pretty nice effort there.
Yes, it was.
Wow.
He's seeing that shot good.
Yeah. Now he's the 4 ball and the 5 ball. I think I got ugly.
Well, that 9 cross side's not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he can hold this.
Did he call that down the corner 1 rail or cross side?
Cross side.
Okay. Oh, he did call it the corner.
I thought he pointed at the side. Oh, this is a tight fit here.
Yeah, I never know how you judge these in terms of, is this better than the super thin on the 5? Or I guess you have cue ball control with this one.
Yeah, you're not going to scratch. I kind of like the 5. Oh, that 8's blocking quite a bit of the pocket, I think. Well, one thing, he can cross the 9 here, I believe. The 2 and the 8 might be in the way. No, he's calling it, so.
Cross corner 9.
Yeah, that's nothing but net there.
He dropped it in there clean. Well, the 5 plays, I think you can cut it and make it past the 7 over there. You can miss it naturally, but the problem with if you play the 5 is that cue ball's going right into the 8, and you're going to give up something.
I think he's a dead on safety here.
So again, Van Boening with the early lead in this rack, 2-0.
When you do play safe, you come toward this corner. Oh, look like he's hitting this ball pretty. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now, I would never pass this ball. In fact, I would have shot the 5 before. You did hit on the main point, though. You are turning a little bit loose. I think you could control the path of it, but this is one of my favorite shots in bank here. But I usually hit that with more pace.
Yeah, it looked like
Unless he's just totally playing safe. But that was laying pretty good. I don't think I would have thought about safety myself.
Right.
But a little hard to play safe here now. He's crossing, looks like crossing the 8. No, the 2. Once again, he's got that shot on the 5, but he's not jumping to it like it's a dead one.
No. It's ultra thin. I guess he's playing the 4 ball straight back past the 3 ball. Or maybe it's the 2 ball. 2 ball.
Yeah, he's playing the 2. Caught it a hair thick.
That left a lot more pace in the object ball, and so now that's going to be down here, right in the old good banking zone for Mr. Gorst.
And that 4, he might get position on the 1 or the 5 or even the 4 ball itself. But the 4 is blocking a lot of that pocket for the bank with the 1. Well, first things first, make this one. That's the part in bank you can never forget. Make the ball you're shooting at.
Oh, I thought it was on.
Yeah, when you miss one like that, you think you gave one away.
Oh. I was looking at the cue ball. I gave up on the 5. I thought that was in for sure the way it came across there.
You already counted that, huh?
Yeah, when I saw it coming, I was like, now where's that cue ball going to be? Cross side on the 1. This is such an important bank pool shot for people trying to learn to get better. This ball on the spot and these little angles right around here with the cue ball. With that ball on the spot, you have to become well-versed because every ball that spots goes right there.
He was playing it on the pro side, wasn't he?
Yeah, I would have bet that he made it. Straight back
Yeah,
on
that
the one.
forward was just interfering enough with the pocket that he avoided it, that's for sure. I think I like the 5 the best here.
That's what he's
Now,
calling.
do you roll this or do you hit it firm? What do
Well,
you like to do here?
I try them both ways, but I think I make it more often when I go a little firmer.
Yeah. I think that's true.
The reason to roll it is that you don't sell out as much down table. If you hit it firm, you're going to sell out down table like this. And not so bad. Not so bad. Glad the 5 ball held up there.
I think he might be able to play this one cross corner.
Or maybe even 2 cushions past the 3.
No.
Down there.
Wow, he's playing at 2 rails.
Yeah.
Standard 1 pocket shot. This 2's pretty tight. The 4 doesn't give you a whole lot of room to overcut it, that's for sure.
Right. So he probably played the 2 to his left. Because that's going to be very safe.
Yeah. Now here he could play this cross corner or twice. Let's see if he hits about 3 inches from that 5, it'd be perfect for the twice. He could play a twice cross corner too. Yeah, he is playing it because he can hit it.
Mm-hmm.
If it hits around that first diamond below, it should be close. Did he change his mind or something?
Yeah, apparently. It was going to be twice cross side. He didn't hit with that kind of conviction of, because if you're going twice cross side, you got to have some pace on that thing. Otherwise, it just falls off that second rail. That's a kind of ugly arrangement of balls for the.
I wonder if this shot works here. He's not playing, I don't think, but I'm going to say dig down into the key, just going for stone safe. But you could have hit that with right and the cue ball go left and played that 2 rails on that side that it was close to.
Yeah.
But he went dead safety. There's not. It's pretty tough to make a bank from here.
That ball will return to the spot. I don't know if he can get it to 3 to do anything.
Yeah, I don't know if the 1's got him blocked. I can't tell, but if it doesn't, he's got a bank cross corner.
Right on line. Again, he seems to be in dispute as to whether that was a double hit or something.
Yeah, I don't know what that conversation was about.
I think he thought that Fedor maybe double hit the cue ball.
Well, he certainly kind of decelerated.
tournament desk is looking for John Turpin. John Turpin, please come to the tournament desk.
Okay, now yet another safe. Both players fighting to not let the cue ball get down table amongst all those balls that are bankable.
Guess he's playing the 2.
You're going to give up some kind of a shot from this one if you miss it.
Yeah.
Whew.
Oh, he hit that good.
He did. Indeed. He's not playing the cross corner. He's going to opt for the 4 ball straight back. That looked like a straight pool player's bank shot there, didn't it, Nick?
Mm-hmm.
We're used to a little bit more firm.
Guess he's just going to play safe here. I thought he crossed that 7. Played in that lower right pocket. He's made 2 similar to that. I'm a little surprised he played safe there. Looks like Fedor's going to hold this one a little.
Good shot there.
It was a good shot.
And got the cue ball back good. Good job with the object ball. Didn't want to sell out an easy bank.
Yeah, looks like he's got one cross corner here on that 4.
But not an easy bank.
No, anything but.
That was mainly make sure the cue ball doesn't scratch and get it all the way down here. Good job.
Gonna knock 8 in, I think. No.
That was good. Got him blocked up so he can't bank the 4, and it's going to force him to do something that may leave something. Thin off the head of the 7 ball, 2 rails to the other end, I guess.
I hit just the 3 here and then tried to double him up on the 4-7. No, he.
I don't think he could hit the 3 was the issue.
Oh.
Your idea was good. I think that cue ball, you got too centered out there. So now Gorst has earned a decent shot.
This seems to be one of his better shots here. I'd hate to bet against him missing this one. I've seen him make several of these today, even in the 1 pocket. How do you like to hit this? I like to hit this with a level stroke, but oh, I didn't even see.
Gorgeous.
Hit that. Wow. Gorst got 3. Shane's got 2. Well, he could play this 2 in the corner here and keep the cue ball down on this. And he's going to come across, though.
Yeah, these are not on-angle banks. You'd have to really stiffen up the 4, I think, to...
Yeah, that's no good. You're going to leave a hanger on the 8.
And then the 7, it's hard to cross that one, too. It's laying up there. Maybe you can.
You could cross it and play safe, block with the 4-8, possibly.
Well, he thinks he can stiffen up the 4, apparently. Huh.
Well, he's left a good one here. I was thinking about the cross. I think he likes the long railer better.
Yeah. Okay, 3-3. That had to be a relief that Shane didn't score that one.
Yeah, he's left a pretty good bank, too. So Fedor's got a good chance to get on the hill first here.
Oh, wow. Now we got 3 hanging balls here. I thought the 4 was in, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought he had made it. You're right, exactly right.
Super soft? No? Yeah.
Sure didn't want to make it, but he would have actually been okay.
Yeah, if he gets the cue ball there, you're right. This is kind of fun. Just light, go rail first, off the long rail, and just lightly rub the 8. Goes nowhere. Or I guess you can do it over here, too. You don't want to make it. I guess you could make this one because it does not have the cross side. Gorst could make the 5, but then, Shane would make the 8 and get the cue ball down table, so Gorst would still have the worst of it. He's going to try to play this one rail into the corner.
Four rails.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked at Fedor and held up 4 fingers. So. Didn't want any ambiguity about how many rails. How did he hit it? Pretty good. Does he have enough steam?
A little long, a little wide.
Decent job, though.
He's pretty secure on getting back to the table with both of them still needing 2, I'd say.
Yeah.
From this position. Playing that white pretty. Paying a lot of attention to the white there, wasn't he?
Yeah, this is kind of a predicament for Fedor because he doesn't have a good bank, but it's easy to leave something here.
Yeah, I kind of like playing the 5 twice, but I'm not sure you can you need
You have to
throw that cue ball good enough. It's not laying bad for the twice, but he's just banking.
Oh, who would have ever dreamed that he didn't call it, I'm sure. I think I'm sure. I'm not sure. Now I'm
He did call it.
Oh, doesn't even look like it goes by there.
I think he
was smiling like he was surprised. Well, I mean, look where the 4 is. How did he get that?
Now he's going to cross a 4. I think he kind of stole one there.
What a hit. What a hit. Look at that hit. Wow. Hell of a game.
Wow. Who would think you wouldn't get back to the table from that spot, huh?
I thought he did a great job.
Two pretty outstanding banks there.
Okay, Gorst now breaking on the hill. This will be his final break of the set. No matter what happens. Oh, the 1 ball wormed its way into the pocket finally. Nothing went straight in. Gonna take a look at the 7, see if that banks. I think the 2's in the way.
Yeah, I think it is.
The back cut on the 8 would be very, very difficult because you're impeded by the 3, so you'd have to really elevate and get some power. Get the cue ball away from leaving an easy cross corner. Well, he's calling it.
The 8 ball.
Mm-hmm.
One reel. Got to cut this quite a bit.
Yeah. I think he wants to cut it and get that cue ball up out of there anyway. Kind of feel like this is more of a cue ball shot rather than if the 8 goes in good. It's kind of like that first bank of this last inning where if it goes by that ball and goes in good, but if otherwise, yeah. Got the cue ball up. Wheel.
Cross the 8 here. Or is it a double kiss? He's looking this way.
It's pretty close to a double kiss no matter what.
Yeah, you could cross the 9 then. You take 8 out of the way with the cue ball.
No, Shane's not going to be happy with that effort. He was trying to pin him up on the 7 and left across corner here. Now, this does look like it's in that double kiss zone, though, Nick.
It's awful close. Awful close.
Now he's decided to play 3 rails in the side just to take away the double kiss.
He's practicing this before this match.
I see he was playing the cue ball all the way, and if that happened to go into the side, good enough. Because he missed it by more than a diamond. Shane's going to leave him long, just draw back.
I don't think he can call anything. Yeah, maybe the 4. It's a and if a 9 goes, and he can take the cue ball all the way up.
He's going to go for the 9 ball. I think he feels that plays the easiest, and I don't know if he's going to go all the way up. Well, he's leveling out like he is. Man, what a good hit that was. Wow.
Come close to that corner pocket.
He did. He did indeed.
Dangerously close.
Well, you called it. He was going to go all the way up. I thought he was going to be a bit more conservative and play position, feeling like he had a good chance to score that ball, but he was playing
could
safe.
Cross this 8 and play the white ball around those 3 and maybe get underneath those balls. Yeah, he called the 8. Just don't want to hit this 2-4 and double kiss it.
I think the 5 goes.
Looks like that 1's interfering too much. But
Right.
yeah, he's calling your. He thinks so too, Mark.
You might bigger it into the 5 or the 1 ball here too with this cue ball if you Felt like he needed a little help.
Well, it looks like you're going to leave a shot on the 8 here. Pretty simple shot.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah, real nice. Got a cross on the 8, but he don't like it, I guess. I guess he's can't cut it enough to get out of the double kiss.
Mm-hmm. Is he back cutting this or playing it in the corner? I didn't see where he called.
Playing across corner. Now here, you got to take cross corner. He's playing it. I think he pointed toward the long rail. He's going to play this.
Wheel. 2 in the side here on the 6. It's pretty safe, yeah.
Yeah.
If he just stops there, he's not going to leave anything. But he also, if he scores it, won't have anything. If he goes forward, he can give up the 2 ball. So he just stopped it there.
Coming off a 3 here. He could cross this 6. Might sell out 2 or 3 banks, but
Did he call it 2 rails? It looks like he played it that way.
yeah, it did look like it, didn't it?
Yeah, because I had plenty of pace on it to get over here. Seven ball cross side.
If you wanted to, you could play this twice and
I-
hold the cue ball a little better.
Yeah, it makes it a little easier to play, frankly. Yep.
Going here wide.
Ooh, man, only a hair. He got a lot out of that.
We can play this 3-2. 2 rails on the side. A lot of defense in this game, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, the balls are jumbled up in the pocket, so it makes it awfully hard to find the bank. Oh, what a nice shot.
Man.
What a nice shot.
I don't know if he can do the same thing here or not.
Cross corner on the 1. Is that what he's calling?
Yeah. But it is pretty thin. Wow. He could hit that thicker than I thought.
Made 2 real nice off angle banks here.
Yeah. Well, that first one to get started, that two in the side,
Yeah.
that's not exactly a gimme bank.
That's tracking pretty nice there. Man, wow. He's
Well,
kind
we
of
can probably play this two in the corner. There's plenty of room between that 6 and 8 here.
almost looks like he can go across the face of it and just bank it one rail straight back.
I like sticking my rock here
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I got a chance to get a better shot than this one. Oh, shoot. He's going for the side, and it's in.
Wow.
Wow.
That was,
That's an impressive game there, huh?
all four banks were not natural type banks. He had
Wow.
to make something happen there. Okay, well, that probably verifies that he did win this tournament twice, if he can make banks like that. All right,
If he hasn't won it twice, he's got a good chance to win it this year and make it twice anyway.
Well, he was only the second guy ever to win all the different events here. You know, Pagulian was first to win all three. Nobody else has ever done that in the history of the 26 years. All right, we want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. That's our time for this time. Until next time, so long.